Here's Alan Brazil. It's definitely a case of Zimmerman marking Brazil here in the formation. This is Konotka, who wears number 3. Tries to put Litbarski through, and Steve McCall chasing him and having to give away a corner. Kuhlmann, the big number 6, is bound to come up for set pieces. And Bonhoff is also in the penalty area. It's been played short to Konotka. That's an awkward ball, and they've got Dieter Muller in there, and my word, you'll see that as a missed chance. Hangs his head, because Ipswich there were caught napping by the corner. It was played short for Konotka. Dieter Muller there had a very good chance for a player of his standard. He scored so many goals from that position, and he completely missed that one. On the bench there, Bobby Robson on the far side, and the coach Bobby Ferguson doing the shouting, and the manager backing him up. Mills. Oh, that's nicely away from Botteron. Looks for Brazil, who flicks it on. Mariner is coming in well. Here's Walk. That's Walk's shot, and straight at Schumacher. From the man who's scored 33 goals for Ipswich this season, John Walk. There's Rinus Michels, one of the most famous coaches in the world, now in charge of Cologne. Coached the Dutch team in the 1974 World Cup. And Ipswich winning the ball back through Mills. Brazil has pulled away to the left, number 10. Still he goes on, and they've got Mariner coming in on that. Tyson at the far side. And Mariner's up there again, and here's Brazil. Did he handle it? Well, certainly it looked like handball by Alan Brazil. Free kick. Muller. That was Butcher who came in behind him. Free kick to Cologne. Botteron. Woodcock. Konotka. Litbarski. Prestine coming forward. Botteron. Oh, good effort by Botteron. In goes Konotka, who went down after a challenge by Walk. Then it was Engels and Tyson. Now it's Muren on the ball. Hustled by Woodcock. Steggles. Brazil. Mills. Muren. Looks for Walk. That's a fair ball from Muren to Walk. And a good stop by Schumacher, who cut down the space. That was a really beautiful ball from Arnold Muren inside the defender for John Walk. But by the time Walk got his shot in, Schumacher was breathing right down his neck. Litbarski. Konotka. Oh, Engels coming in. The second very good chance that Cologne have missed in the air, and the offender this time is Stefan Engels, 20 years old. It was a good cross, and again the Ipswich defence had left a man free, and Engels put the header over the bar. Muller going through. Good tackle by Terry Butcher. The ball slid out for the corner. And they've taken that very quickly. Here's Botteron. Kuhlmann's arriving. Well, 3 chances now for Cologne with headers. And they've all been missed. First Muller, then Engels, and on that occasion, big Bernd Kuhlmann. And that brought the first half to an end, and Cologne, for their part, will look back on those 3 missed chances. So those fans hoping that Ipswich can hold out for a further 45 minutes, and if they do, then Ipswich will be in the final of the UEFA Cup. Cologne have got it all to do here as they play from the right in the second half. Here's Litbarski. Woodcock is in there with Osman. Walk. Mariner challenged by Prestine. Bear in mind that if Ipswich were to score here, an away goal, putting them 2 up on aggregate, would mean Cologne would then need 3. So Ipswich will obviously look for one on the break, whilst hoping to keep Cologne out at the other end. But here's Botteron. Just a touch from Muller. Here's Bonhoff. Muller again. Wide to Konopka. And Konopka's shot eluded everybody, including the far post. A really good effort by Konopka, who's been a very effective player tonight on the right for Cologne. A new role from the first leg, and as he drove that ball low across the goal, nobody could apply a touch, and it just missed the post. Woodcock. Botteron. Bonhoff has pushed well forward here. Oh, and McCall, a mistake, and Cooper saved it. Bonhoff was so close there. Steve McCall didn't quite put enough weight on the back pass. Rainer Bonhoff was in, and Paul Cooper made an excellent stop to the relief of Bobby Ferguson and Bobby Robson on the bench. Brazil. Alan Brazil did awfully well there. And the ball taken is Mariner. The ball taken right off Brazil's foot by Bonhoff. Tyson. Foul by Engels on Tyson. Reinus Michels at the moment, I should think, a fairly worried man. His team's still behind on aggregate, and Ipswich very nearly made the best chance of the night there. And there's another one possibly here, but the ball played too far ahead of Tyson by Murin. Koolman's experience important now, and that of Bonhoff, as the Germans find themselves, for the moment, in an awkward position. Still a goal down. They'll get a free kick there. Engels was fouled by Butcher, who doesn't want another booking. He's had one in Europe. That's awkward. It's a header by Engels, and my word, that was close. Engels, number 10, frustrated by just how close he came. I think that may well have hit the woodwork. The free kick floated in to the near post, and Engels was unlucky. Just see here how close Cologne came to levelling the aggregate score as Litbarski takes the free kick. The man to watch for is number 10, Engels, who gets up on the near post, and it hits the upright high up. Goes the figure of Koolman there. This is Murin. Little push, it seemed, by Bonhoff, but Ipswich have advantage with Brazil. Worked very hard tonight, Alan Brazil. Got through a tremendous amount of running. Here's Murin. This is a very competent performance by Ipswich. Tyson. Mariner. Oh, Mills slightly in the way. It's still Mariner. Now Mills. Ipswich have got 8 players forward here. Steggles. Foul by Engels on Tyson. Ipswich have pushed Butcher forward on the far side. Taken by Mills. Oh, and the header goes in, and it's there, and Butcher came in. And Ipswich here have scored the goal that may well clinch the tie, and Terry Butcher got forward there, and Cologne were left like statues. No wonder they look so pleased on the bench. Cologne need 3 now. Just watch this free kick being taken here, and watch Terry Butcher come in from the far side. There's his header. Schumacher was left absolutely standing. I think he thought it was going wide. And Ipswich get there the reward for having courage to send the defender forward to improve their position. Here's Franz Tyson with the throw for Ipswich, looking perhaps for movement off the ball with Brazil. Oh, and Brazil's got away. And he's found a chance there for Walk. Well, initially, Alan Brazil got away. He pulled the ball back to Mick Mills, and as Mills fired across the goal, John Walk, who's been in the right place so often this season, saw his effort ricochet wide. Vilma. Potter on. Plays it in for Engels here. Engels shot. Oof. Flew across the face of the goal, and Engels, I think, has been the most dangerous Cologne player. He's had 3 efforts, and that one whipped across with his left foot. Left Ipswich stretching a bit for cover. But it doesn't matter now, because Ipswich Town have reached the final of the UEFA Cup after what in their 61st match of the season must be described as a quite superb performance. They led by 1 goal from the first leg. Terry Butcher, number 6, scored the goal by which they won the second leg, and those delighted fans can now look forward to a 2-leg final in a season when Ipswich at one time threatened to win 3 trophies. Then it appeared they might fall between all those stools, and here they celebrate as Butcher's goal ensures victory in Cologne. It's a repeat of the Nottingham Forest victory here 2 years ago. The same score, 1-0 to Ipswich, an aggregate win of 2-0. And so for the first time in their history, Ipswich are in a European final. Cologne, dejected, dispirited, outplayed in parts here really, didn't take the chances they had. And so the supporters who came from England will go home tonight and tomorrow so happy that their club have reached the final of the UEFA Cup. Well, we were 2 years ago after precisely the same result, a 1-0 win here. You must be delighted.
Yes, I am. I mean, we've revived ourselves and played again with a lot of spirit, just like we did after the semi-final when we lost to Manchester City, then went to beat Aston Villa. Great defensive play here, but on the break, thrustful, got good players up in good numbers. We deserve to win. I mean, I think the team have played absolutely splendidly here today.
Tactically, the game went the way you planned it?
Well, I mean, I knew that they would push people forward, and they only left 2 at the back, which suited Paul Mann and Brazil, because the gully ball and the ball into space was always on, and we could always hit them, and we had floods of people coming up to them, and that's why on the break we played so well, because we had lots of space.
And you had the courage to push people forward, even though you had the aggregate lead, and that's where the goal came from.
Well, the direction, John, was that we had to score. We felt to always be on the threshold and defend and defend and defend was always going to be a risk. And we felt we could score here. We knew they would lose players coming through the midfield, and if we could get behind them, we might punish them. We've just done it, you know. I think we've done very well, and I'm delighted for all the people at Ipswich.